Hello everyone. So, we're going to be watching an IS-3A replay. Yes indeed, from World of Tanks. However, in the meantime, I am going to give you guys an update about what's going on. So, you'll notice there's only one video up today and there's no live stream, and it's Monday! I'm still recovering from being sick. I want to make sure that I'm completely well. So, we're going to ease back into stuff. In addition to this, I need to talk with Rimlace today about when we are going to record the second episode of Men at Arms. At which point we will then be taking the highest voted first suggestion, the orcs, and doing them the following week. Hopefully it will be at some point Monday or Tuesday, and then we will be resuming our normal video schedule in the coming weeks. In addition to this, there will be a stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 streams on Wednesday, technically because of midnight stream. The charity stream got moved to Thursday because of the stuff with my bank account, which has been resolved. I have a new ATM card on the way, new security stuff has been implemented, the person is being tracked by the police, all that wonderful stuff. And I am going to be filling out the forms and mailing them off tomorrow morning to get all the money back. So don't worry, everything's taken care of. Lastly, next week is going to be the start of me recording all of the stuff I need to have pre-recorded for you guys while I am over at Sophie's house. And that could have gone a hell of a lot worse, dear sir, as we get into the mix of the combat and ISU-122 decided to say screw you. Ooh! That's return fire, as everything tries to kill you. I think I should talk about this replay, then talk about all the other shit that's going on at the end, so you guys have something to look forward to during the outro. Ooh. Ooh. There's some brutal slug fighting with 122mm going on here between IS-6 and IS-3. As he side scrapes really hard. I want you guys to look at this. Look at that side scrape. Look at that. Look at that. He's just exposing the upper side skirt and his turret, and saying, IS-6, you cannot hurt Soviet technology. Ooh. Nice high roll. The salty dog is salty tonight as he gets blown up and taken out of this one. And now it is known there is a shitload of angry down that way. And he just hit the gun. The one place on the ISU that he can't penetrate, he slapped it. And see, because he has an automatic loader system, Brothers in Arms doesn't help him here. I really don't like the IS-3A because it doesn't train any of the 3 loaders you need for the Tier 10 heavy Russian tanks. That's my personal opinion. By the way, for those who are new to the channel, while I'm yakking my frickin' head off here, World of Tanks is a free-to-play game. Go to worldoftanks.com or worldoftanks.eu, depending on where you are, and you can download and play for free. Now you will have to get used to a bunch of game mechanics in order to fully understand how World of Tanks works. So that's what I have to say about that. I would like to thank Wargaming for allowing people like me to make videos and to show you guys entertainment. Now in the meantime, Ingress is doing exactly what I would do. Roll straight up the line. There's nothing here to oppose him, stop him, or even give him hesitation. He is a heavy tank that is pissed off and wants to go shove some 122mm shells up somebody's anus. And here comes the first anus shover. Hey VK, did you forget I was here? And I'm pretty sure that was an allied shell that just went into the back of his turret. His platoon mate not quite making his shot go where it should. Aren't you glad you don't have a loader? Because the loader would be dead! Oh, that is an Oni. That is an Oni-P. So OP, it's Oni-P. Oh, he just ate 2 guns into his side armor. That poor American T-32 is just having a bad day. And side-scraping with them American tanks just does not work out very well for your health, I gotta say. Not to mention the fact there's still a KV-85 back there. Ooh! Ammunition rack is damaged, which means Ingress now has a doubled reload time to deal with. Already knows the Oni is backed off. Ooh, the snapshot, but the CDC manages to put another hole in him. Though the OI has firmly decided that his 152 millimeters of derpiness needed to tell that CDC to go to hell. As the Japanese super heavy, which by the way is a paper tank, it didn't actually ever exist, but it was thought about really hard. Japan just never had the kind of metal to make heavy tanks, nor the interest in doing so. He is bearing down on that KV-85 with a vengeance. I'm expecting his ally to explode at any moment as that KV-85 keeps backing off. The Oni not suspecting that it's going to come right now at his side. Oh! Oh, and the KV-85 manages the impossible. He takes down the Oni, a tier 6 slaying a tier 8 juggernaut. Woo-wee! And he is so thankful. He is so thankful for the IS-3A right now. Ooh-wee! Now Ingress is beat to tar. His ammo rack is damaged. Both of his tracks are damaged, reducing his traverse slightly. And increasing his ground resistance, which is why he's taking so long to accelerate up this hill. And it's not a good place to be. Oh, he's got a shot. It's a long-range shot. IS-3 is not known for accuracy. So he'd make sure to zoom it, and boom. Right into the engine deck of that poor American T-29. The Dark Prince is his name, and the Dark Prince has been slain this day. That leaves the lone AMX CDC, which the Pershing claims to get the Brothers in Arms achievement, 3 tanks slain by each member of the platoon. Let's go take a look at the final stats and see just what kind of havoc this platoon has wreaked this day. Here it is. Ace Tanker, which means he's in the top 1% of people having driven this tank in the last week. Brothers in Arms get 3 kills for each member of the platoon. The platoon is still alive! High Caliber, which means he did the most damage out of both teams and at least 20% of the total hit points of the enemy team. Or 1/5. So Ingress racked up 4,180 damage, 3 kills, and 1375 XP that he can convert off of his premium IS-3 to another vehicle. And his platoon mate did an additional 2,117 with 3 kills of his own. Collectively, these 2 tanks have done nearly half of their entire team's damage and destroyed just over 1/3 of the enemy tanks. Platoon 3, carry! So hard your back hurts! God, your back must be dying after a carry like that! 14 shots fired. He made 13 hit. 11 of those 13 actually counted. We saw the bounce on the ISU, and we saw the blind shot. That's, I'm assuming, the one that just didn't do anything there. And he'd use the IS-3 absolutely appropriately. This is not a sniping tank. It is a get in their face and beat them over the head with a club. So everything was point blank except for the shot at the T-29. He only bounced 1 shell, but he only needed to bounce 1 shell to stay alive. Everything else that hit him penetrated, which is very characteristic of the IS-3 nowadays at Tier 8. A lot of things know how to penetrate you, and a lot of people just spam the high penetration and high cost ammunition at you. Some people refer to this as gold rounds because it used to only be purchasable by gold, but I refer to it as high cost. I'm going to start referring to it as high cost because, yeah, you're going to pay for it, but you can buy it with regular silver that you can get in the economy. Speaking of silver, he made 56,000 credits to pocket if he had a premium account. That is basically buying a subscription, by the way, folks. He would have almost made 100 grand, which is a pretty hefty chunk of change. 7 minutes of combat with 4,400 total XP pocketed, because this was his ×3, and 240 free XP gained. He can convert this off his premium vehicle and use it on whatever vehicle he would like. Also, 6 other people have downloaded this replay. What all the hell? Who all have you shown this to? How many YouTube channels is this going to pop up on? By the way, he also had lag spikes of 700 ping, which was why you guys saw him pull around the corner and hesitate on some of his shots. It was because in the replay we can see that the shot is ready, but for him, he was lagging hard. And there is one of his non-penetrations right there. In the meantime, if you all had a good and wonderful time with my yakking face and my yakking head, then hit the like button. Seriously, if you didn't, dislike button's right there. Go right ahead. Just go ahead. It's up to you. I would like to try to see where these World of Tanks videos hitting 50 to 75 likes. The Armored Warfare videos I'd like to see hit 100 one day. You know, just saying. Here's the previous World of Tanks video for you right there. And there's a subscribe and a Patreon button underneath me. If you would like to support the channel, you can go to Patreon. And you can become a moderator on my live streams, which happen right here on YouTube. They don't go over to Twitch. No, they happen right here on this channel. You should get a notification in your subscription. And if you don't, you can see the live stream time up on the page when I post the live streams on Monday and Sunday. Which we will be resuming our normal schedule, which is supposed to be 2 videos a day with when there's a live stream, 3 when there's not, as soon as I feel 100% and all the bank shit is sorted out. And you guys, I will also be recording additional videos, so everything is pre-uploaded for my trip to England, which is the thing at the end of the outro you've now been waiting on me to talk about. During my trip to England, I will be doing a fan meet and greet. I know there's only like 5,000 of you, but I know a bunch of you are in England, and a bunch of you are in Holland and Belgium and Germany. So, to me, you're pretty close together, and it's up to you if you want to do it. I will be announcing the meet and greet date as soon as I get together with my other half, Spitfire. You can go check out her channel too. She does a lot of Armored Warfare, and she does like Witcher and Fallout. But I will be going over to see her, and we will be having a good time together, and we will take a full day to come down to London, and I will have a place for about 3 or 4 hours where you guys can come and see me. Probably somewhere where we can sit down and eat food, or at a museum of some sort. Up to you. Actually, it's up to me and Sophie what we want to do exactly, and which day it's going to be on. In the meantime, that's everything that I can think of that I need to go over with you guys, as well as an enjoyable replay that we commentated on and all that wonderful shenaniganry. I appreciate if you share the channel on Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere else, because apparently it's been working. YouTube's analytics are broken. I have tried to talk to them, and they just, you know, they don't really acknowledge the fact that their analytics are not reading my channel properly. But for my own purposes, to let you guys know, I have more faith in you guys now, a lot more, because I found another place where I can look at the subscribers, and I now know that you guys have been doing the shares on Facebook and Twitter and Steam and all those other wonderful things, because we're up 220 subscribers this month. Thanks, guys. We're getting close to that 5,000 mark where I'm going to be giving away stuff. So remember, at 5,000, I'm giving away a bunch of stuff. Oh, and I have game keys. I have random game keys. If you'd like a random game key and you've stayed this long, which if you have, good on you, then leave a comment that says you want a random game key and send me an email at fiaurathetankgirl@gmail.com. So the email's in the description below. Email's also in the description below for replays for you guys to send me. And as many replays as you guys can send. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura, and I will see all of your lovely faces next time. Bye-bye, everyone.